All right, team, welcome back. This is episode 19 of the Southend podcast. We have a very special guest over here, coach, athlete, bit of a local legend, as I understand, Julia Hannaford. Thanks for joining us.
Sorry, hey guys.
Are you a bit of a regular?
She is a local legend.
Yeah.
She is a local legend.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I'm told.
National treasure.
Yeah.
Say.
Are you a podcast regular, would you say?
This is probably my second podcast.
Oh, nice. So you're well practiced.
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Similar to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, you'll find out. We're not very practiced either, so don't worry.
Perfect.
As I mentioned,
Together.
Jules is a coach. She actually coaches at our Shell Harbour gym as well. Lucky enough to have her with quite a strong athlete accolade and great coach. So we're lucky to have her. I thought we'd get into maybe a little bit about your story and background first, if that's okay.
Sure.
Maybe where your life roots came from, and then obviously I know how life starts, roots-wise. Roots.
As in baby Julia.
Yeah,
really?
I know that
We
part.
can go all the way
We
back
don't-
there.
We don't have to go pre-Julia. We can just start from Julia.
How much could you snatch as a baby?
Yeah, I bet it was heaps.
Yeah. More than me, like.
And then how you started in your athletic life and career as well.
Yeah, sweet. Well,
How long we got? Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
We do have ages, so no rush.
Well, the day I was born, I was
What do you
actually
remember first though?
I was actually born at home because mum didn't make it at the hospital.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, dad was
Home birth.
home birth. Not planned.
Mm.
Do you save the money then? Did they save the money?
Must have, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never really asked that.
that's
question
nice.
before. Maybe that's why I'm their favourite because I
Yeah.
saved them money on the birth.
Yeah,
um,
they owe you that probably.
but yeah,
That's
my
a good tip, isn't it? Little saver.
Yeah,
Do it at home.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Don't go private.
No,
No.
I think you probably prepay though, don't you?
We're doing a home birth for our next one.
Prepaid.
Anyway, this isn't about our home birth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Dad was out driving a bus because we have my great grandfather started a bus company called Hannaford's Coaches. So Dad was out doing a bus run, and he sent his mum, so my grandma, over to look after my mum. And I think I was only like, I don't know, maybe like a week preemie or something. So it wasn't really that bad. And then like mum's waters broke. She went to the bathroom and her water broke, and then she was like, grandma's name's Bernadette. She's like, Bernadette, call the ambulance. So she's trying to look after mum and trying to call dad, and dad had to finish his school run, and anyway he made it there to cut the umbilical cord. But yeah, I was born at home, and then
Solid.
And here I am now.
yeah, well the scissors were blunt, so dad couldn't actually cut the cord. So
Where's home? Original home?
Tamworth, New South Wales.
Nice. Have some family there.
Yeah, so mum and dad are still there. My sister was there, and then like my mum's dad's my papa, and then some cousins and all that sort of stuff. So some of the family that live elsewhere,
Yeah.
but most of the family
So
still.
you got one sister?
One sister and one brother.
Yeah. Okay.
My brother's down in Wollongong as well for uni.
Ah.
Yeah.
There
Is
you go.
he athletic as well?
Yeah. He
We could call it. Not like a bit more of a social.
He's gonna take so
athlete.
offense to that.
Yeah.
Yes, my brother's athletic.
Nice.
Yeah.
All of our siblings are like mum and dad. Mum doesn't have an athletic bone in her body,
Yeah.
but she's quite good at putt golf, actually,
Yeah.
mind you.
Ah,
But yeah,
important.
they wanted to bring us up, like us kids up playing sport, and we've
Yeah.
just, like to us, sport is just a normal thing in our lives.
Mm.
But he plays rugby union, and he'll go between that kind of golfing or like playing social Oz tag or cricket and that
Even,
sort
like,
of stuff
growing
too.
up with siblings and playing different sports and just competing is like such an important part
Yeah.
of like being an athlete, don't you think?
Oh,
Like,
definitely. Like even just like having
get
that
serious
mindset
games
that
of like handball and like
backyard
could be anything,
cricket,
couldn't it?
frisbee in the pool.
Yeah.
Pretty strong in a country town, especially. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you're either playing sport or you're drinking in the country. So yeah,
Yeah.
there's not really
Can
much
do
in
both
between.
as well.
Yeah.
Most of them do.
So
both.
you like
Usually
middle?
together.
Are you middle?
Yeah, middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had an older brother, so he's older. Yeah.
What did sport look like from a young age out in Tamworth for you?
I did gymnastics pretty much all my childhood, and that took up a lot of time, so I didn't have much time to do much other sport. But it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoons from 4 to 7:30 p.m. and then Saturdays from what time? Like 10 till 2. So,
So quite serious
yeah,
gymnastics with those hours.
yeah. So it's like 10 levels. So I got to, got to level 10 for a few years, and like New South Wales representative. Competed overseas a couple of times. Yeah, so that took up a lot of time. And then once I finished that, played like a little bit of Oz tag, going to CrossFit, but it was just social. Played some rugby. What else? I think that's it. I played a season of basketball in year 6 actually.
Look out.
Basketball grand final winner.
You're built for that.
Yeah.
Centre.
People don't believe me when I tell them that, but it's true.
Few dunks or
Yeah.
No dunks.
Not your
Nah,
specialty.
no dunks. No, unfortunately.
Do you think like so you were training a lot then as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that sort of moving into them being more of a professional athlete when it comes to like CrossFit, it comes more natural like when you started getting into it? Or would it being ingrained in like training for like those like double sessions or the like 3-4 hour sessions?
Yeah, well, definitely like spending a lot of time at the gym. I guess I kind of like relays over from gymnastics. I'm used to spending, 3 to 4 hours exercising.
Because you're being exposed to it, I guess, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like growing up as a kid, you go training for an hour, don't you? And
Yeah.
playing a weekend.
Yeah, three
that's
hours
about
is
it.
quite a long time as a kid, huh? For each arvo.
Yeah, it is, which is why like so many, like I don't know how much you guys know about gymnastics, but it's why so many, or probably part of why so many gymnasts become so burnt out or don't have like a great relationship or great memories of the sport, because it's so intense, and it's during that 3.5 hours, it's like we're getting told what to do the entire time. And if we step
Seems
one foot
quite
out of line,
serious.
yeah, it's
Bit
very
military.
yeah, it's very disciplined. They call it like an authoritarian coaching style.
Yeah.
I think that's the right word.
So that's common in gymnastics.
Yeah, very common. In Australia, like they're trying to like change it from that like authoritarian coaching style to an athlete-centered coaching style, which is more about kind of realizing that every athlete or every gymnast is different and requires different coaching styles or different needs, and giving that to them, like rather than saying this is how you do it, and like if you're not on time, then you're in trouble, or if you don't do it the same as the other person, then why can't you do it the same as the other person? Like that's kind of how it was. It was we were expected to do everything the exact same and progress the same, and if we didn't progress the same, we were held back, and that was seen as a bad thing, which can be like quite intense, like physically and mentally.
Should we change our style, you think, at Southend? Maybe to that?
Oh, everyone would listen way better.
You would actually listen. You mean?
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird. Like, it was really like a bit of a change going from that style of coaching to CrossFit, where it was, you can talk during class, like obviously when the coach isn't talking, but you can talk during class. You can choose your own weights. You can scale movements. You don't have to do the same as the person beside you. It was really weird to kind of get used to. Or even like if I didn't know something, it was okay to ask the question.
Yeah.
Whereas in gymnastics, it was if you didn't know something, you were I don't really know how to explain it, but it was you just didn't want to ask questions. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
You're made to feel silly for
So
asking.
were you quite like disciplined then as a kid? Because was it fun like doing it? Because like obviously kids like doing things when it's fun, don't they? Normally.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like it was that much. When the barrel laughs, like.
No, I had a really good experience in gymnastics, and I loved it. Like I loved the fact that you could learn more skills, and you had to like work on it constantly to get better at it. And like gymnastics isn't something you're gonna pick the skill up straight away. Like I liked that aspect of it, and I made some really good friends, and I had a really good like connection with the coaches. It's just kind of when you get a little bit older, and I guess as you do get a bit older, you start to get a little bit of uniqueness about you compared to everyone else, and you realize that it's quite intense on the body, and some days you just don't have enough to give as other days. And then you mix in with like school and just puberty and emotions and just like all that sort of stuff.
puberty?
Oh, that's the best.
It's usually bad for everyone.
Yeah.
I hated puberty.
And then like it got to I never really grew, so and then it just kind of got to a point where I just didn't love it anymore, and it was just consuming my whole life. It was everything that I did during the day. If something bad happened, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go bad at a competition this weekend, or I'm gonna have a shit training session. So am I allowed to swear?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sweet. And then I wanted to stop, and then my coaches and my parents wanted me to stay on for another year, and like I did, and it was like a really good year. But it was like also a tough year, just like mentally and emotionally.
Yeah.
What age was that when you were wrapping up competitive gymnastics?
I finished when I was like 16 and a half.
Almost over the hill then, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
The gymnastics.
Yeah, pretty much. I was considered a senior at 16.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. What's like the peak age?
Like 12 to 14.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Which is intense.
Do you think that
Super.
process of like learning a skill? So, what would be one of the most difficult skills you learned in gymnastics, which took you a while to sort of master? A while ago now, not but I just
mean, there
wonder
was a
if there was
few.
any like crossover to life or like into CrossFit. If like you spent that time learning that skill, and then like, well, if I can do that, then I can learn how to squat snatch, or I can learn how to overcome this.
Well, it's like it's
problem.
very different. Like you think about like a gymnastics school, like a cartwheel. Like that doesn't really transfer over. Like you don't really cartwheel anywhere else.
Yeah.
But you think about a wall walk, it's like, yeah, I can cartwheel up into the wall into a wall walk, or I know how to fall out of a handstand. I don't have to be taught how to do that. Whereas someone who's never done a handstand or a cartwheel, you have to teach them not only how to handstand, but how to fall out of a handstand safely. So all of those things kind of go naturally.
Body awareness, right?
Yeah, body awareness.
Yeah.
And like one of the slogans gymnastics had for a few years was start here, go anywhere. And it's, like a forward roll that can be turned into the tumble turn in the pool.
Yeah.
And all those sorts of things. So
If you find out with learning, because Jack's been learning jiu-jitsu recently. I mean, half Brazilian. Have you found that with your journey getting into jiu-jitsu?
Which part?
Like body awareness?
Yeah.
There's a bit of that, isn't there?
There is, yeah. I think there's definitely crossovers from having played sport and doing CrossFit that you are more aware than some others
Yeah.
with body awareness, but there's also other parts where it just feels so foreign. So I don't feel like I've had enough experience or gains in ability that anything is showing really well right now. it's all pretty bad.
Right.
It's usually just it's usually just fighting the urge to use strength.
You're just
Inst-
getting good at doing this.
Yeah,
Lots of
yeah.
the- lots
It goes
of
between
that.
that and just getting choked. That's basically it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So let's check back in maybe 2
Jiu-jitsu
years.
next for you, maybe.
maybe.
Yeah, you'd probably be a gun at it.
Yeah.
You're a little savage in there, just choking people out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, my siblings don't used to wrestle all the time, so
Yeah, definitely helps.
They should put that in the CrossFit Games, just one workout, just one-on-one.
Little wrestle.
people would watch that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ricky would like that as well.
He
Yeah.
would love it.
Be like, yes, I can actually punch people
Yeah.
in the face and like, get money for it.
Yeah. God, that would be so good.
Yeah.
So from 16 and a half, had you started, were you doing another sport when you were finishing or not
No.
yet?
No, so not yet. I was still just committed to gymnastics, and then the last comp I did was over in Singapore. So I was like, once that comp's done, I'm done. And then came back, and I didn't want to do anything for a little bit, but my sister had started CrossFit at Snake CrossFit, which is with Jake Douglas.
Yeah.
And then the girls I used to do gymnastics with as well, they'd transferred there, so like Georgia Pryor and Caitlin Ham. So I did gymnastics with them growing up, and
Wow.
so it's pretty much started CrossFit with all of them as well.
Pretty good pedigree of gymnast going into Snake.
Yeah,
He was in
Yeah.
my High Rocks race, Jake.
How was it?
Nice
Oh,
lad,
yeah.
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 yeah, he's cool. He's a really nice fellow. So then started there with them, and it was just fun. Like I just loved being there and just talking with everyone, learning new things, and so I did that. And then I think I went into year 12 like the following year, and then played. I played a little bit of hockey too, actually. So that was
All-rounder?
fun. Pardon?
All rounder.
Yeah, I can do anything. I'm the best. No.
I thought you said coriander there.
So a little bit of hockey. I was a goalie, believe it or not.
Yeah.
All right.
My dad was like a state representative goalie back home, so he was
Yeah.
really good at it. So he
Nice.
coached me a little bit, and then did some rugby union with the school. Yeah, but I didn't do like two sports at once. Gymnastics
Right.
was just
Did you feel like you were missing the competitive side after taking a bit of a break?
nah.
Yeah.
Like I needed that. Like it's
Did you
not
go
just
through that, like, I don't know, did you see gymnastics as your identity at all or not really?
Yeah, like I guess I did.
Mm.
You know, like it's all I kind of knew from like I was 4. Well, not all I knew, but I
Mm.
was a massive part. Like everyone looked at me and knew that I did gymnastics, and like
Yeah.
it was part of my identity. but like I didn't want that to be the case like going forwards. Like I didn't want to
Right.
have, and that was also part of the reason I stopped. It was like going into year 11 and 12, and I didn't want gymnastics to consume my whole life, because like I'm not going to go to the Olympics for it. Like I probably could, but I'm like, what's after that for me?
Yeah.
So I was just trying to think realistically and go, all right, like I want to prioritize year 11 and 12 and give myself something else after gymnastics rather than finishing gymnastics and having nothing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite forward thinking, isn't it?
Yeah,
You'd think
for
like a
that
lot
age.
of kids would just be like, no, I got to get to the Olympics, or maybe I'm a failure, or I haven't achieved anything.
yeah, there's just so
But
much
you,
politics involved.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I think I loved the sport until once I got to the higher
Yeah.
representative levels, I saw the politics involved, and it was the top, like for the New South Wales team, the top 6 made it, and then they would pick the next 2. So it was 8 in the team. So they'd pick the next 2 to then go. So if you weren't in the top 6, but you were
Yeah.
7th and 8th qualifying spots, you weren't guaranteed a spot, depending on if you didn't perform well in a previous comp, or if the
Right.
selectors didn't like you or didn't know you. So it was,
Mm.
or even like parents always get involved.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you took the spot away from my daughter. She just had a
Yeah.
bad comp. And it's just all that sort of stuff. And
Yeah.
same with like going to the Olympics. It's qualifying, there was just a lot of politics involved in it. And I just didn't really want to put all my hard work into this sport. And because they didn't know me because I was from a country town, or because there was someone else better than I was, not get that spot that I'd earned.
Right. You
But
didn't
were
want to
you
waste
still
it.
like in your head, like, oh, I still want to be an athlete, but I'm just not sure in what? Or were you thinking something else, like, oh, I want to do something completely different now?
I
Or
knew
you
I
just
always
sort
wanted
of-
to do sport, but I think
Yeah.
in that, like once I finished gymnastics, I didn't really think that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I didn't really want to tap back into that
You're like,
competitive
right,
nature, because
I'm
it
going
was
to be a PE teacher, no?
yeah. What did I want to be? I think I had no idea what I wanted to be. But I went to uni and studied sports media because I wanted to go into, like, I liked exercise sports science, but I didn't want to go into that route, and then also liked communications and journalism, but I didn't want to just do that. So then this degree kind of mixed both of them together.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'll do that and maybe go into sport. Like I liked writing, so I was like, I could be a writer, and
Interesting. Do you think?
Journals.
Yeah.
Journals at Julia, I want to read that.
Yeah.
yeah, which is probably
16-year-old
probably
Julia,
something
I don't want to be
a little bit left field, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's just so much about sport, like being an athlete or a coach. I'm sure you guys will know as well that people don't know. Like they only see what the media kind of portrays, and there's lots that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know about. And I think that's what I kind of wanted to work towards sharing to the world.
Yeah.
Was all those little controversial things, or the harder side of it that people don't realize, or even the coaches' side. Like so many athletes get accolades, but not many coaches get many accolades, or you don't hear a coach's story, right? Whereas sometimes a coach's story is more interesting than the athlete's.
Is that what you're trying to do a bit with your social media as well? Give a bit of an insight of, because obviously I know you're coming back from injury at the moment. And you seem to be quite honest on your social media, I feel. Like
Yeah.
trying to be,
I just think being me is
Yeah.
like the best version I can be. I'm not, like I don't really like lying, or I don't people like lying. Like no one likes that, right? But like I don't think there's any point being someone that I'm not, because then that's only going to make it harder on me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen you sort of touch on a few things like body image and stuff like that on your social media.
Yeah, I mean, body image is a big thing. Like we all struggle with it, like men and women.
Yeah.
And it's just like as long as you feel good in your skin, like whenever, like no one's really ever 100% happy with how they look,
Yeah.
right? But if you can kind of focus on more on how you feel, then that's more important. And as long as you feel healthy and even look healthy, then that's kind of the most important thing. And like body image is a tough one.
We had a bit of a situation with my boy the other day with River. He's 6.5, and he was. Don't know if Haley will be happy with me telling the story, but
We can
I'm gonna
bleep it
now,
out
like-
if you want. When does that ever stop?
He
you?
was like nervous about taking his shirt off. We're at the beach, and he was saying about these boys who are, I don't know, they were older. They were like 13, 14, something like that. And he was like, "Oh, they're so much stronger than me and stuff like that." And he wouldn't take his shirt off. And then we got home, and later on, I asked him about it, and he said, "Oh, sometimes I look at myself and I think I look a bit fat."
Wow.
He's 6 and he said that.
Wow.
God, I feel like crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Powerful,
it's,
isn't it? Where's he learn that? Hey,
Let's change subject. I feel like I'm getting emotional. But yeah, I was like, fuck. And then I was like, why is he thinking that?
Mm.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
then you obviously have got to look at like what we're saying, but
yeah.
Mm.
I don't feel like. I mean, I called him a fat bastard once. That was a joke. We would never say something like that.
Do you feel a bit of a duty to speak about that because you have this presence in this CrossFit space and beyond? Or do you think
I
it just
guess so,
comes
yeah.
naturally?
Like, I think I haven't spoken about it for so long because it's, well, not for so long, but I think, it's not something we should be worried about. Like, we shouldn't be concerned with our body image. We shouldn't be concerned with how we look, especially if it's based on what other people think. So I didn't speak about it for so long, whereas you look at someone like Alona Ma and she's very vocal about it and very open about it, and she's making really positive waves, I guess, for women in the world. And it's like, I should talk about it, and it's not something that shouldn't be spoken about. And yeah, I guess sharing my experience and just being confident in it. And when I was younger too, I never looked at myself and thought anything about my body really.
You had good parents then, obviously.
Oh no,
Good parents.
no, oh no, I had great parents, but I just this is a random story, but I just loved watermelon as a kid. Right? I just was my favorite thing to eat.
I hammered a kilo of it
It's
last
so
night.
good.
You're an animal when you get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd sit there and eat. Mum would chop up the watermelon. I'd eat the whole thing. And then Dad used to just tell me I'd get fat if I'm gonna eat the whole watermelon. And Dad used to make comments like that, but that was his concern.
Yeah.
I guess concern for me and his way of showing love. But yeah, when I guess the first time when I started becoming a little bit body conscious was when I was talking to this guy at school. I think I was in year 7 or year 8. Your first little crush or whatever. And again, I just did my own thing, was never concerned about how I looked. And he didn't want to date me because I was more muscly than him. And he was concerned about other people making fun of him because he was skinnier than me. And then that was kind of the first time where I started getting a little bit of body conscious and that sort of stuff. But then my dad...
And that's all just based off his own insecurities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually interesting that he would even voice that to you. Hey.
Yeah, it was interesting
age.
But yeah, then that made me quite upset. It's quite funny to think
It's quite
about.
a deep reasoning. Usually it's just no, you're hanging. It's usually what I would do.
This is what?
Oh, sorry, ugly or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a
You're
deep,
too muscly.
real deep insecurities about his own body image, and then reflecting that on you by then being
Yeah.
unnecessarily
It's quite a
abusive
good-
towards you.
Yeah.
Good open discussion at that age.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But
Most boys would probably just, like Jacob said, go pretty hard, say something mean, right,
yeah.
to take it off themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never thought about it that way. But
Well, if we're all sharing embarrassing shaming stories,
go for it.
I remember going up behind this girl when I was maybe 14, 15, and I came up and said something, and she turned around and she went, ugh.
Wait, women are so cruel. Well, they can be so cruel.
When ugh. I mean, I was reasonably spotty at the time, but I mean, maybe down to reality.
Oh.
But
Yeah, deep-rooted issue.
Your turn. You just looked like that at school, didn't you?
No, I can't remember.
You never had
But
any issues.
not that it
Can't
didn't
relate.
happen. I just have a very bad memory. But yeah, I can't think of one right now. I'm sure it happened.
School, Jack had a really good time at school, didn't you?
Yeah, I loved it for the most part.
Yeah, just a real positive, good friends, played lots of sport, good grades.
Yeah.
Hate him.
You were that guy.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I had lots of friends at school too and got on with the teachers and
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
academic.
Yeah.
I had a very good experience at school. I loved school.
Mm.
I just got bored of it. But yeah, and then I was quite upset about that comment. And
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, why doesn't this boy like me? And then Dad was like, well, the only way you're going to stop being muscly is if you stop sport completely. And is that what you want to do? He's like, is it stopping sport completely worth,
Yeah.
this boy? And I was like, no. So then, my dad said some really hard things to us when we were kids, but he also said a lot of things that,
Yeah.
stick with me and made me my confident self. And I always remind myself of that. I was like, if they can't accept me for me and the things that I like doing, then that's on them. So
You're like, I worked hard for these muscles.
exactly,
These
exactly.
are fucking hours.
I still tell people that,
Yeah.
I go on first dates now, and I'll tell you what, the courage of some of these men. They ask me if I'm on the SARMs or if I'm on something, and I'm like, no. They're like, oh, have you ever been on anything? No. And they're genuinely shocked.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
how do you
right.
look like that then? And I'm like,
But this is like first date.
yeah,
Wow.
First date chat.
yeah.
Wow.
They usually don't get a second date if
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Just accused you of being on testosterone.
Yeah,
and
and I was
stuff.
like, this is just hard work.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been training since I
then-
was 4.
Yeah, yeah. I've been an athlete since I was born.
Since the bathtub.
But yeah, so it's
Nice. Yeah, it's a good
So any guys out there who are gonna go on a first date with you, because you're available.
might get it.
Available on
Might get a
my-
few
Just
I'm up for sale now.
Don't bring up SARMs or
few
anything like
DMs.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all natural.
Or how about just don't talk about another person's body at all.
Mm.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Just
like
don't bring it up at all.
you guys probably get it as a coach too, like being really conscious about not making comments on people's bodies. Like,
Yeah, I don't say anything.
yeah, or if someone looks like you can tell that they've lost weight, it's trying to figure out what to say to,
Yeah.
not comment because you don't know what the story is behind it. And I always kind of make a point to say, oh, like, you've got a nice glow about you. But I would try and get them to kind of bring it up, like the weight loss first or something, because it's commenting on
we
someone's
say
body can be a really sensitive
Very
topic.
tricky. You can say like, "Oh, you're moving really well lately.
Yeah.
Like your output or your capacity is really really good," and they would reflect back on it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So from
What are you laughing about?
Just talking about people's body shares.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine like there's some shockers out there, like coaches or gym owners about them,
Yeah.
Calling
I've heard
people
some
out
terrible
and-
stories.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just think, just as a general rule, if you just don't talk about people's bodies, that's a pretty good start, I would say.
Yeah.
Because even if you're saying something positive, especially like a guy to a girl, it's just like it just comes across creepy straight away.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
Yeah.
But don't say anything negative either,
Yeah.
because you sound like a dick.
Yeah.
So just don't say anything.
just say, "How's your day?"
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Joey had it down pat.
Yeah.
So
Let's get back into the daddy issues. I mean,
Yeah,
daddy issues,
great.
Jack.
we can get back into the CrossFit maybe even being a CrossFit
That's
podcast. So from about 16 and a half, 17, you started CrossFit
Yeah.
with Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Bit of a gun.
Yeah.
Good mentor to have for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Good lifter.
Mm-hmm.
Good athlete. When did that start to become a little bit more serious for you?
Well, I'm not sure how long I'd done CrossFit for at this point, but Jake had a chat to me and he said that he'd asked if I'd considered doing CrossFit competitively. And I was just like, no, like I didn't know you could do it competitively. Not really, like I had no idea about the sport, right? I just thought, yeah. And he told me to go and watch Road to the Games, the documentary. And I was like, okay. And he asked me the next week, he's like, have you watched it? And I was like, no. He goes, you need to watch it. So I went and watched it and I was like, oh, damn. And it just gave me this whole new like outlook on CrossFit. And I was like,
Who
this
was
is-
it? Which episode was it? Do you remember the
I used
athletes?
to love that series.
Oh, so good.
Road to the Games.
They had like Josh Bridges on there.
Yeah,
didn't they?
had lots of them.
I can't remember. Like it was, that's years ago now.
Yeah.
But I just remember going, wow. And then seeing those other games documentaries, other games movies, and then just started watching them. And yeah, I was like, wow, there's more to this sport. But yeah, like I don't think I was ready to kind of commit to a sport competitively again. Like it's not just the physical commitment, it's the emotional and mental commitment as well. And gymnastics just took a huge toll. Like although I had a really good experience with the sport, I just don't think I was ready for a sport to just consume me quite wholly at that point. And like I was going off to uni and doing all that sort of stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm moving away for uni, so I don't want to commit to something here with you and move away. And anyway, then moved to Bathurst for uni. Found a really great gym there, like one of the best CrossFit gyms I'd been to, CrossFit 2795. And I started on a program. I can't remember what program I started on. Misfits.
Yeah.
That's right. I started on that. and then just like loved it. And then just the community there was just epic. And I was only there for 4 weeks because COVID happened. But in that 4 weeks of just training on a program, I noticed so many improvements, so many gains. And then, I went home because of COVID, and then I didn't really train for 3-4 months, like barely
Really?
did anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a workout when you first started doing it a bit more seriously or started getting into it at that point where you're like, oh, I'm pretty good at this? Is like a session or something like you done maybe with Jake or something, and he's like, you beat him or something like that? You know?
Not that I can remember, if I'm honest. Not that I can remember.
Because obviously you already had like the gymnastics side down.
See, gymnastics.
I feel
With
like you're well known
gymnastics-
for your lifting really in the CrossFit space more than anything, ain't you?
Yeah. But gymnastics in gymnastics and CrossFit gymnastics is very different.
Yeah.
Like all the gymnastics with gymnastics is strict. Like we only ever did strict chin ups or strict leg raises and all that sort of stuff. So then coming to CrossFit, it took me I don't know how long to learn how to do a kipping toes to bar.
Yeah.
Really?
Like I don't know how long. Like I don't like being vulnerable, which not a lot of people do. But it used to frustrate me so much not being able to do it the way everyone else did, and then trying to learn it was just really embarrassing. So I didn't really practice it heaps. I was like, I don't want people to see me do it wrong.
Yeah.
But then like I did start practicing, and same with like it took me forever to get a muscle up, and the butterfly, like I just couldn't get it. And double unders, like I could not double under for the life of me. But then I worked hard, and it was handy having all the strict strength there.
Yeah.
But learning all like the kipping gymnastics was like a whole nother game.
So it wasn't like a complete duck to water situation. Like it wasn't really easy.
No, not at all. And
It's
then
interesting,
same
huh?
with snatching. Like I couldn't squat snatch. I was like, no, like I'm not squat snatching. Like I could squat. Whoa.
New movement.
Like one of those two. I think I could squat snatch like 40, and then anything above 40, I was like, no, I can't do that. So it just takes time and practice. And Jake was really good at helping me with those things. Like he helped me with my muscle ups and helped me with like all the kipping movements. And like back then he was coaching a lot more. And then he helped me with my lifting and all that sort of stuff. And I think it was just me being the perfectionist that I am that I guess made me good at lifting, because I was like, I want to get this right, because it's such a beautiful thing to watch when it gets done right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your numbers they're up there in the CrossFit space, aren't they?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you pretty strong from the start, and it was just the technique that was
I guess it was a
letting
little
you
bit.
down?
Yeah, I guess a little bit of natural strength. And then the technique let me down. But I spoke to a weightlifting coach last year, and he, like obviously I'm strong, but he thinks that what's limiting me at the moment is my strength.
Okay.
So my compared to what my Olympic lifts are, like my conventional lifts, like my bench.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bench is good. My squat and my deadlift, like they're not that strong compared to someone else snatching or cleaning the same as me. So
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Interesting.
Like what you can clean, you'd think you'd be able to deadlift way more, but it's actually not too far away.
Yeah.
You see that like with your normal gym goers where they might have a massive deadlift, like the 220, 230, which is big for your average Joe.
Yeah.
But then struggles to squat clean 100 or 110, even though they got a massive pull. But that ability to get under the bar and squat it, obviously.
I have this like debate with one of my friends. It's like, is strength or technique more important for Olympic lifting?
Yeah.
And it's like we always just go around in a circle
yeah.
because one of us thinks the other. But it's
I mean, yeah, with squat snatching, it's definitely technique. Sure. Well, in my
yeah, definitely.
gotta be.
Well, yeah.
You can be as strong as you want, but if you can't over it squat an empty barbell, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think technique has a major part of it.
Yeah, because you would have mobility wise, I guess you were pretty good from the get go.
Yeah.
And then it was just was there a period of time where you just really focused on lifting? Were you just always lifting with a program?
Always like I never did like lifting on its
It wasn't
own.
something you just dedicated to.
No.
Yeah, right.
I did it at the start of this year for a little bit. I was like I'd had enough of CrossFit. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna I'll still do it, but I wasn't gonna do it to the same extent. And I was on a Olympic lifting program with like Sonny Webster and his coach. It was in Sydney, so I was prioritizing that and then just doing little bits of kind of CrossFit or gymnastics stuff here and there. But so I was doing that side of this year, which is good. But then I went and had surgery and haven't really done that since.
Yeah.
But-
Is that your most what's your favorite part? Do you like all of it, or is it lifting is your thing you like to do the most, or is it kind of
Like I enjoy lifting.
yeah?
But I think that's because I
Like
find
if there's
it.
nothing programmed, like there's always something programmed for you to do. But if you're like today, I'm just gonna do what I want. What would you do?
It'd be something strength.
Strength, yeah.
If I'm in a really good space mentally,
Mm.
I'll go for like a run or write like a 40 to 60 minute fitness piece out.
Yeah.
But if it's like if I'm feeling a little more fragile mentally that day,
Yes, yeah.
just strength.
Thinking about
just
that
strength.
kid when you were
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about that boy didn't want to date me because I had too many muscles.
yeah, I'll show you. Get on my bench press, baby.
Well, yeah,
I'll bench you.
you showed
No.
him now, didn't you? For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So post COVID, you got back into CrossFit in Bathurst, or
No, so I moved home. So I moved home to Tamworth.
Yeah.
Like the uni was like, everyone's got to pack up and leave. So I went back to Tamworth and then they moved my course online permanently. And I was like, sweet, cool. Stayed in Tamworth for like 6 months. And again, I didn't really do much CrossFit. Did some backyard workouts and then like got back into CrossFit, but was just working a lot and studying, like just working at the pub. And then I'd go in and just I started training in a different gym at this point. So it was called Demon CrossFit. So I was just training there with the crew from like 10:30 to 1 most days, just doing whatever they were doing, just getting kind of the social aspect of it and a bit of training and here and there.
nice.
And then moved to Wollongong in September 2020. No, 2021. Maybe.
You're looking at me like, is that right?
I
And I was
do.
like, was I there?
I'm trying to think. No, it would have been.
Let's pull up the Wikipedia.
yeah.
Pretty sure it was September. No, it was September 2020. That's right. 'Cause
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
here for just over 5 years now.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really get back into it competitively. Like I did the open and like made quarters each year and did that, but I didn't get back into it competitively until I qualified for Torian in 2022.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the reason for the move to Wollongong?
Young love.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
I found a boy that liked me for my muscles.
and then you decided you liked it in Wollongong.
Yeah, I loved it here. Yeah, I still liked CrossFit, but yeah, liked it here.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you qualified for Torian in 2022.
Yep.
Individual.
Yep.
Were you coaching at all at this stage?
Yeah, so I was coaching when I moved down here. I was coaching like gymnastics. So I was doing that like nearly every day of the week, and then I got a job at previous Southend. What do I
Nice,
say?
nicely done. Yeah.
Pre Southend. I don't know.
Yeah. Was there a time?
Yeah, and then coached there for a couple of days a week, and then I just loved it. And like I love kids, but I just realized that working with kids wasn't kind of what I wanted to do long term. And working with adults, I was like, I feel like I can have a big impact working with the kids, but working with the adults, I was just like, this is kind of where I feel a bit more passionate at this time in my life. And I just loved it, fell in love with it, and eventually kind of like lessen the hours I was doing with the gymnastics coaching and then increase the hours I was doing with the coaching at the CrossFit gym.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then how did Torian go? Your first big comp, basically.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, I qualified in 31st, so I got the first roll down spot.
Yeah.
And I finished in 21st. But yeah, it's like a completely different, like same thing as gymnastics. Like you love the sport, and then as soon as you kind of get into the higher end of it, you realize that there is a bit of politics, like in any sport.
Yeah.
And then just kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I was like, damn, like this is pretty cool. Like there's so much in this space that I can do. So yeah, loved it. And then I think it just like humbled me because in your local gyms you can be one of the best athlete in the gym, but then you go and do a major comp like that, and you're just a little fish in a big pond. So
Competing next to the big dogs that you'd seen on
YouTube
or at the games potentially.
Well, Tia competed 2022, but I had no idea about the sport then. Like I didn't know
Really?
about the big names and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. And like I knew she was good, but I didn't know to what extent she was good.
Yeah.
So I don't think I realized what an honor it was to compete on the same floor as her.
And then
pretty
where
good.
was your mindset then? Were you just like, oh, I'll just do this for a bit of fun? Or were you thinking then, I want to go to the games, or I want to do this as my proper career, or were you just going with it?
Well, yeah, I think it was like I wasn't training for that at that time,
Yeah.
and I'd qualified, and like I'm a big believer in things happen for a reason, and if it's meant to be, it should be easy and not forced. And I thought this has obviously happened for a reason in my life, and my eyes have been open to this, and yeah, like I was just kind of hooked, and I was like, being out in that like that was the first major comp, like other than local comps, the first major comp I'd done since gymnastics, and I'd missed that feeling of competing. Like I missed that feeling of the light being on you, and you know, your name being said over the microphone, and I was like, I didn't realize how much I loved this.
So it was a good feeling to get back into competing in the end.
Yep, it was, and then just not like I was used to being the best in gymnastics, so then like finishing 21st place and not being at the top, that was unfamiliar territory, and I was like, oh, like I didn't like I liked being back out there, but I didn't like not being the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think then I was just like, yeah, like I got to try and be one of the best here.
So that was the goal, to do your best at the next Torian, or did you want to go further than that at that stage?
Yeah, I think I'm not very patient, so I think I was like, yeah, if I put in 12 months of work, I'll be one of the best next year, and then like I wasn't, and then it was kind of like, oh, and it took me a little bit, probably like 2 years. I probably only realised it, to be fair, like this year, that it's like this is a sport I need to put a little bit more time into, and I've got to be a bit more patient and realise that I can achieve my goal. It's just a matter of when I'm going to achieve it. It doesn't have to be next season.
What do you mean by that? A bit more time?
Well, like I've obviously got like weaknesses, like my cardio and my upper body pulling strength aren't quite up there with the top of the field, but it doesn't take 6 weeks to develop that or get that stronger.
Right.
So it's putting the time into that and trusting the process and allowing like those systems to kind of get better, and like that might take 2 years, but it's still like giving it my all and knowing I can do my best next season or this season, but knowing that it's all part of the journey, and I'm not gonna get where I want to be after 1 year of doing the sport.
Yeah.
So
and then you've just had knee surgery, or just how long has it been now post?
Maybe like 15 weeks.
Yeah, okay. How's that been going so far? I saw you running the other day.
Yes.
It was a bit of a shuffle, but
yeah.
Was it a like a crisis injury, or was it like a long-term thing that needed to be done?
Crisis. So I was playing AFL last year, just social AFL 9s with some of my mates from the gym, like from Zion, the gym I work at. And
stop talking about Zion. Make me
Obsessed
jealous.
with Zion.
And then like had so much fun, and then in our second last game, I just went to turn around and run and did my ACL and meniscus. Not really a great war story, but yes. And then I didn't have surgery for ACL. I did like a non-operative protocol, and that reattached. And then my meniscus was still torn. I didn't need to have the surgery, but I went and saw the surgeon. He was like, oh, they're more than likely going to get worse over time, and you'll come back to me in 4 to 5 years' time for that surgery. And for meniscus, like being in a deep squat is the worst thing for it. I'm doing lots of that in the sport that I do, and so I just chose to go and do the surgery, just so I didn't have to go back in 4 to 5 years' time.
Makes sense.
Yeah, which is a tough decision. I'm not sure if it's the right one or not, but it's going good. Yeah, it's done now, and it's going good.
So where are you at now? Running?
Yeah, I can start to. I've been given the green light to start introducing everything again. The only things I can't do is squat snatch and squat clean, but I can power them. But yeah, slowly introducing everything back.
What's the main goal focuses at the moment, and what you kind of like working towards? Obviously, getting my knee better.
Yeah, so rehab. Like I said, I wouldn't do a comp this year, the rest of this year, just to prioritize that rehab and not put pressure on myself or rush any of the process. But then I'll do next season, and just developing up my cardiovascular and my upper body pulling strength, which I can still do. And then just building everything back up with my running and jumping and lifting again.
How many hours are you training a week at the moment?
I'm probably doing like 3 to 4 hours a day. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
And that's including like rehab.
Yep.
Sort of movements.
Yeah.
It's a bit obviously low intensity, but still work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
And
always
then-
start with rehab
and
and
then then you ramp that up. So that's 3 to 4 hours a day. And then once your knee starts getting a bit more, back to functioning better, I guess, and taking more volume, would that look to increase? Will you increase that more, or would that stay the same with more intensity?
Ideally, it'll increase. Yeah.
So you'll be planning to be doing the Open in February?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then is the plan you should be at 100% or even better by the time Torian comes around, for example?
Yes, I should. Yeah, hopefully be able to do everything and be there. Be
Yeah.
back to where I need to be by then.
Interesting.
I haven't really looked like too far ahead.
But it's
Yeah.
possible time-wise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Which is why I did touring this year and then pretty much did surgery like less than a month after that. So I timed it so that next year I wouldn't have to be worried about being ready or not.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the end of this year, so by December, I should be good to go.
Start doing everything pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, you're saying with your weaknesses and stuff, and like cardiovascular, like running, for example. Do you have like a test in mind where you're like, that's what I want to achieve to kind of, I don't know, prove that your fitness is improved in that discipline? Or is it kind of like, I just need to keep doing it and then it'll get better in workouts?
Like in terms of like a
Because
benchmark.
CrossFit's hard, right? Like you will do a 5K run sometimes or
Yeah.
whatever, but a lot of the time the runs are just built into a workout, like you've done it. Torian, whenever the sandbag squat one.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that looked brutal.
Whereas you're
Yeah,
probably never
that
going to
wasn't
do that
fun.
workout again, right?
Yeah, probably
Like,
not.
realistically.
With like running, so I was on a running program like last year, and I got my running to a point where like it hurt, but I could, like I was in a mentally good space when I was running, and I could push it, or I could hold the same pace in my intervals, and I wouldn't die wouldn't die in the end of the run or whatever, or feel like death. You know that feeling
Yeah,
when you run
yeah,
when you just
I
feel
do.
like death.
Yeah, regularly, every week.
I got to a point where I wasn't feeling like that.
Yeah,
I was doing
yeah.
the running program, so I think once I get back to that point, like even just the couple of runs I've been on, like for the last couple of weeks, I'm like, oh my, this is terrible.
Yeah.
I feel terrible.
Running is really like that, huh?
Yeah, it's like it's so
You lose it.
hard. Yeah.
Just go for a run with Jack. You feel better. about
Yeah,
yourself.
you'll be
I'm
fine
like,
then.
I'll pass, thanks. So I think once I get back to that point where I can push the paces or hold the same paces
Yeah.
rather than going, nah, I need to slow it down.
Yeah.
Then, like, it's not a very measurable benchmark, but
Yeah.
yeah. I'd probably like to go do like another 10K and hit like either a PB or similar time to what I did before
Or like
surgery.
with your pulling, you say pulling strength was another one of your weaknesses. Yeah.
Yep.
So would that be a bit more of a measurable, like, I don't know, certain amount of legless rope climbs or something like that for time? Or
Yeah, it's like 10 legless rope climbs for time. I tested that like 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah. And what would be like a top score, like games level score?
like 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. And my time's like 11, 12 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So if I can get it even under 10 minutes,
Yeah.
that would be ideal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Because that's, what lets me down heaps. in
Yeah,
comps.
but to go from like a weakness like that, when we're talking weaknesses here, we're talking weaknesses compared to the games field, right?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
not talking weaknesses like you're obviously very fit everywhere.
Yeah.
But to take that from a weakness, then to turn that into a strength in the games field is unrealistic in a year.
Yeah,
or two.
yeah.
You're going to need a long time to do that, right?
Yeah.
So it's just trying to like damage limitations on those weaknesses.
Yep.
So if you when you get to the games or when there's legless rope climbs in high level competitions, you're not taking a big hit.
Yeah, it's just more about damage control and
Or to
rather
be
than
parts of that workout where you can shine, right?
yeah. Yeah, like I said, either turning into a strength or just turning into something that isn't as big of a hole. Like rather than it being a bottom 10
Yeah.
placed workout, it's a top 15
Yeah.
placed workout, which would make a massive difference.
And everyone has them, right?
Oh, yeah, except Tia.
Yeah.
Except Tia.
Inhuman.
Because you train with a lot of people who are like similar level. There's a group of you, isn't there?
Yeah.
Kind of similar sort of
Yeah,
level.
we're pretty lucky that we've got a few of us here. Like, I think we take for granted sometimes and don't realise that a lot of people don't have that,
Yeah.
or they might only have one or two other people they can train with, or generally that one or two people aren't at the same level.
Mm.
But yeah, like
Yeah, there's so many savages in Wollongong. It's
so
crazy.
many. Yeah,
It is
we're
crazy.
pretty lucky. But I think that has a massive part of like pushing me forwards as well into
Yeah.
a better athlete, which is pretty cool. It's like always like chasing, like it seems silly like to try and chase Ricky and be better than Ricky, but it's like striving for that does like make me more like not putting limitations. Like, oh, I'm never gonna be.
Is that
faster than
helpful
Ricky.
as well, though, training with other people where you see them, they've got their strengths and then they've got their weaknesses as well?
Like a Charlotte's a great example, like where like we got similar strength, like some of our strengths are similar and then some of our weaknesses are similar, but then other things like she's really good at hinging, like in terms of like deadlifts and
deadlifts massive,
like
yeah.
rowing. So like I can, you know, if I can be as good as her in a rowing piece, then like, okay, sweet, like I'm doing good here if I can be as good as her in a rowing piece. Or it's learning how to break up the deadlifts to try and keep, or like in a deadlift workout, it's like how can I kind of map this out to, or strategize this to not fall behind. Like I might be breaking up the deadlifts completely different to the way she does, but I might be doing the next movement unbroken. And so it's like Charlotte's a great person to train with for that sense, because there's some things that I'm not as far, like I'm not too far behind her in, but she's better than me, so it's pushing me to work harder and figure out a way to be just as fast as her.
She's got a great video on her Instagram of her learning the ring muscle up, like from a kid to always, and she's like, because you see like people like yourselves and just think they've got it, like you were saying with your toaster bar and stuff like that. It took you a while to get that, and then she's been struggling with that. Like it was still like 2022, 2023, still like failing reps, and it's cool that you're still working through the same struggles and weaknesses like a lot of our members do. Obviously, it's on a higher level.
Yeah, people.
But sometimes it's worse, right? Because everyone expects you to be able to do 10 unbroken ring
Well,
muscle ups.
people
in a minimum
forget
workout.
that we all started somewhere, and ring muscle ups aren't a great one for me either. Like
Yeah.
a ring muscle up workout, if it's high reps, like I'm not as great in that because same, it's upper body pulling. But yeah, it's just a lot of people forget that we all start somewhere. It's just and that's the thing, like going back to social media, like that's why it's great to show that journey every now and then. So then it reminds people that we are human as well, and we've had to work hard to get to where we are.
Yeah, instead of just putting highlight reels up.
Yeah.
Because you could just do bar muscle up just all day, right?
Yeah.
Like your bar muscle ups.
Yeah, but they weren't always like that. Yeah.
Is there a set of movements or like a workout structure that you feel like on any day you could be one of the best in the world at? Like if you had to choose the perfect workout for you.
Perfect workout, probably like the one at the second workout at Torian this year with the cleans and the handstand push-ups. That's probably
deficit, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's probably like if I was at peak fitness, that's probably one of the best workouts I could have done.
There's cash on the table and to beat Tia at one workout.
It probably would have been that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I had barely, like at that point I hadn't done CrossFit in 6 months, and I got the call up 3 weeks before Torian.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, here we go. But yeah, like probably if that workout was in last year's Torian, I probably would have won. Or I'd say I would have won that.
Yeah.
Even with like my cleans, like I hadn't squat cleaned nothing near my 1RM, which that last bar was very close to. In 6 months. So like my confidence wasn't there and my endurance wasn't there with any of those movements. But yeah, I'd say that one. Or handstand push-ups and squat snatch.
Okay.
Yeah. Or handstand walking and squat snatch or something. Yeah. I don't mind lunges as well, so you can probably chuck some lunges in there. Everyone hates lunges.
I hate lunges. Yeah.
High rocks next year?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I did high rocks last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Sha and I did it solo.
Oh, how was that?
Wow. Yeah, wow.
It's a miserable race, mind.
My heart rate was in zone 5 for 59
it's...
minutes. Yeah. It was fun though. Like I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it was, I think a lot of people underestimate it.
It's a brutal race.
As you know.
As I know.
Yeah.
Completely died in my ass this year. Yeah. It's bad. Real bad.
Yeah, I think a lot of, especially CrossFitters, I think they underestimate it. Because all the movements are doable and they're quite straightforward. But we, like as CrossFitters, we never spend an hour.
Yeah, it's that time domain, isn't it?
Yeah.
An hour?
Sorry.
An hour and a half.
Sorry, I was spending an hour 20. Yeah.
Will you go again? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As pairs, probably.
As a pair?
Yeah. Which
I
did
said
last
I'd go
year,
back and do it pairs.
Yeah.
I was meant to do relay this year actually, but then I had surgery instead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Not mad about getting
Yeah.
out of that, but
It was planned.
yeah.
This injury, you hear a lot of athletes reflect on their injury periods. Some say it was the best thing that happened to them, or many people have different stories. What's your reflection on your injury?
I've had like quite a few serious injuries, like just through my life, and normally injuries are kind of like I'd say I'm pretty good like mentally, like not many things kind of bring me down. But when I've had injuries before, they have brought me down. So when I hurt my knee, one of the first things I thought of was, like my season in CrossFit was I was moving house 2 weeks later, so I was like, oh, how am I going to do that? And then it was around Christmas time, so I was like, how am I going to get home for Christmas? And then another thought was, I'm a little bit worried about my mental health. But so like I don't know like why, like I'm not sure if it's maybe just a little bit more life experience or maybe a little bit more maturity. I haven't really had a bad mental day with it. Yeah, like the outlook I've kind of had is, well, everything's meant to be is going to happen, and it's only temporary, and I can only control what I can control. Like this injury's happened, and like there's no point being upset about what I can't do. Like there's still lots that I can do, and if I'm just really good with my rehab and I do everything right, I'll only have to do this once.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it has been good. Like it's given me time to reflect. Like I said at the start of this year, I was like, nah, like I don't really want to do CrossFit to the same extent anymore, and like I felt that same kind of like burnout and like consuming sort of feeling that I had with gymnastics, and this kind of break has given me a little bit more perspective, I guess, and like I do CrossFit because I love it, and I just need to keep reminding myself that I don't need all the pressure from all the other people, and like having this injury, yeah, I guess that kind of made me realize that like I love the sport and I want to keep doing it, but I can't let it consume me. Yeah.
Is that what's driving you through the like showing it? Because you could just do the rehab and then be a fit person, obviously. So what's the actual driver to get it back to an elite level and then be an elite athlete for yourself?
I think it's knowing that I haven't reached my full potential and my full capabilities just yet, and I love the way I felt when I was last year when I was training and like eating well, and like I was just in a really good rhythm of life, and I liked that feeling, and I just wanted to get back to that. So I think that's motivating, and you hear a lot of people that let an injury defeat them.
Yeah.
And I think that's like I don't want to say it's an easy cop out, but like I don't want an injury to be the reason I stop something.
Gotcha.
Like it hasn't stopped me before. And yeah, like I'm not done.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's motivating me.
So it's the potential.
Yeah.
Your potential. And you like the athlete lifestyle as well?
Yeah. Like it's just some of it isn't sustainable. But like I know that, and it's not going to be like that forever. But I like the fact that it keeps me, like being an athlete, especially a high level athlete, keeps me accountable to not, go buy a cake and eat it all in one sitting, or not go out drinking every weekend, and just choosing bad choices. Like I like the fact it keeps me accountable because that's the person I want to be anyway. So
nice. How does coaching fit in for you? In terms of obviously time management, it makes it tricky, and energy is a big one with coaching. I know if I coach, it drains me for sure. So what keeps you?
You got this new job, ain't you, at this
it's
cool gym?
Yeah, I got this new job and it's just crazy.
The owner's a dickhead.
Demanding owners.
Yeah, these moms are crazy. No.
They don't even pay you.
Cut that. Rejected. Yeah, like it's obviously hard to balance everything, and but it's I guess it's just like a perspective. It's prioritizing what things are important, and like I need money to pay for life, to pay for food and rent and bills and all that sort of stuff.
Yogurts.
Pardon?
Yogurts.
Yeah, yogurts. I'm not.
Oh, yogurts. Sorry, yes.
Yogurt.
Yogurts.
You're not in England anymore, pal.
No, we're in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going all right. Like realistically, like I still need to work. And I still need to train and all that sort of stuff. And it's breaking the day down and just being super disciplined with it. And that's something that I've been working on since I had surgery, just being disciplined and having respect for myself and going, all right, if I'm going to be working from 5 a.m. till 1 p.m., so all right, what am I going to be doing from 1 p.m. till I go to bed that's aligning with who I want to be? And that could be doing 2 hours of programming, and then it could be going for a walk, or it could be going for a shop and doing some meal prepping or cooking, and it's just making sure that I'm sticking to a routine and keeping discipline with it, because I don't have, like I said, it's draining. Like coaching face-to-face hours are draining, but then it's trying to minimize giving out energy in other places so that I can still have energy for myself. So it's tough to balance it all, but I've been doing a really good job of keeping a good schedule so that I'm not so anxious and stressed. Before surgery, I was trying to balance everything and I wasn't very disciplined, and I was super anxious and stressed because I didn't have time for things that I should have made time for. Whereas now I'm being super strict. I don't have much time to myself, but Monday to Friday, like being super strict, getting everything done, and then on the weekend I can relax a little bit and I'm not so anxious and stressed. So it's just about doing that until I get to a point with my athletic career where I don't need to work as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like I
definitely.
rambled on a lot there, but
Do you-
discipline is like the big word,
Yeah.
I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Are you the type of person that if you plan out your whole week and there's a very full week with lots of things to do and achieve, the more you do and the more that you achieve and tick off, is that a net benefit for you, like mentally?
Yeah. If things are in order, then my mind is like at peace. Whereas if things aren't getting done and not ticking things off, and then I get really stressed and anxious, and I think about all the things I haven't done. So it's about prioritizing getting things done, rather than going to coffee with that friend just because they asked. It's like it's okay for me to say no because I don't actually have time for that.
Yeah, because like when you say discipline, like when I think of discipline, I think of like me training every day isn't discipline because I enjoy doing it and I love it, and I've been doing it since whenever, like 16, 17, right? Discipline is more doing something every day which you don't enjoy doing, but you need to do it to move you forward. So what would that be for you? Because obviously you enjoy training.
Yeah, I enjoy training. It's things like, I actually found this post. This post came across my Instagram last week, but it's things like, I'll read it out to you. It's things like my nutrition and my recovery and my sleep, and not like choosing to read my book or choosing to journal or choosing to do recovery rather than watching TV or scrolling on my phone. So it's those things that I like find hard, and those things, like as an athlete, there's so many things that I'm not doing that are like the 1%ers that'll get me better in terms of like sleep and nutrition and recovery. Like, God, if I got 8 hours sleep every night, all the other female athletes better watch out. Like, God forbid.
So it's just about like inching closer on each one of those things, and then by the time you go to compete,
these like fitness influencers saying discipline, you gotta have discipline, and it's like, mate, you love going to the gym and you're on steroids. There's no discipline in that whatsoever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there isn't.
But there's discipline to like putting your phone away at 8 p.m. so you're not on it. So you're reading a book before bed, something like that.
Yeah.
Like those little decisions throughout the day, and like meal prepping and making sure you know what your macros look like per day, rather than kind of like guessing.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is probably moves the needle a bit more for you, right? Because
It does.
just going full send on a workout isn't hard for you because you like doing it.
Yeah, and it's going, all right, like what's, like, is this thing actually going to get me to where I want to be? And it's thinking about it like that. And like watching TV or scrolling your phone, it's a little bit of like instant kind of joy or whatever. But it's
YouTube rabbit holes get me all the time.
See, I've
I'm
never
a
been
nightmare.
into YouTube rabbit holes.
I'm a nightmare for it. I went down like an arm wrestling one the other day.
I will
It's
not
like
watch
I'm still in it.
I will not
Still
watch an
thinking
arm
I'm an
wrestle.
arm wrestling fan now.
I will never watch an arm wrestle. No way.
You say that, mate. You wait.
Yeah, wait till you watch it and then you'll be
Yeah,
hooked.
yeah.
I just since
I'll
I've seen
send you the
the
link.
broken arm one, I'm not touching it again.
Yeah, I
Can't
think I've
handle it.
actually seen that video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, do you ever get the ones where they're like, it's a face slapping contest? Do you get them on your feed?
Power slap.
Insane.
Oh, those ones, I get stuck on them. Like, oh.
Oh, you
And
like
their
that?
face.
Yeah,
I can't watch
I
them,
can't
no.
watch
I
it.
don't like watching
just
it,
know
but
that.
I just end up watching it. You know?
It's just brain damage.
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there you go.
Anyway.
If CrossFit doesn't work out, you go into power slap.
Yeah,
That could be your
would be
next.
handy at it.
Let out a little bit of frustration.
Let's
Anyway.
hear your post.
So as everyone thinks the hard part is training, but the truth is it's eating right when you're stressed, it's hitting your protein when you're tired, it's choosing sleep instead of scrolling, it's saying no when no one's watching. That's the hard part. That's the part most people skip, and that's why most people stay stuck. I guess
about-
something as
love
simple
it.
as
Is that
that,
about
but
me?
it's
I think they wrote that about me.
you are that guy.
Yeah.
Did you write that?
No, I didn't.
right.
No, popped up on my like Instagram feed, and I was like, oh, that's so true. And
Resonated.
it's just reminding yourself that when you make those little decisions, like not scrolling on your phone, but
Yeah.
maybe putting your washing out instead, like something as simple as that, but it's doing something that most people wouldn't, and most people would give into that, like that consumer, like we're a big like consumer society at the moment, and it's just kind of like pushing that aside to
Yeah.
do those little things that most
Stay
people
the
wouldn't.
course.
It's dealing with vices as well, I guess, as well.
Yes,
Do you have many vices?
of
We've all
course.
got vices.
We've all got vices. Yeah.
What's your main vice you're dealing with at the moment?
You were just putting out a cigarette out the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, like I love a good beer, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. But
A
then
Northern?
Can't relate.
I drink anything really.
Yeah.
You don't like beer?
No, I'm joking.
No, he's,
Oh, I was like,
he's a
excuse
fucking
me.
animal. You should see him eat a steak and drink a beer at the same time. It's unbelievable. Most people don't even touch their beer. He's finished his pint. It's
Yeah.
You have to see it to believe it. It
I
gets
don't
me
know
every
why.
time.
Don't know why. No air though.
It just gets you thirsty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The steak just gets you thirsty.
Yeah.
Any food, yeah.
I tell you what, a well cooked steak is
Yeah.
a little bit of a turn on.
Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, we've all got vices, like, yeah. But it's trying to realize that those vices aren't going to get me from A to B, and trying to put myself in environments where I'm not tempted for
Yeah.
those vices.
Yeah. And people as well, right? If you're around people who are like
Yeah.
trying to achieve sort of similar goals to you and live that
Mm.
type of lifestyle,
People
It's
are
a
a
lot-
huge thing.
it's a lot easier, right?
Mm.
Because like what you're doing is probably a little bit weird for a lot of people.
Yeah,
But
well, they
if you've
don't
got a group of
understand
friends
it.
like Charlotte and who's your Ricky and your other friends, like they're all doing the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah,
So it's very normal.
yeah. So it's and it's just having, like you said, having people around.
Or
that
they're
it's-
training more than you.
Yeah,
Like, you know
yeah,
what I
and
mean?
it's having
Ricky's
people around
probably
to
training
make
more.
that normal. Like my family don't understand that I don't want to have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get offended by it because that's to them like that's normal, and to celebrate they have a drink. Whereas like for us to celebrate, we might go to dinner
Or
or we
lemon
might just
and
have everyone
ginger
around.
tea, maybe.
Ginger tea. I used to be a big tea girl. I stopped having caffeine for like 15 months,
Yeah.
Wow.
and I was big into the teas.
Peppermint.
Yeah, peppermint and licorice is a good one actually.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
it
nau-
sounds ugh,
That's
Yeah.
naughty, isn't it?
but
That
it's
one, I'm
good.
not
It's a
sure.
little bit like refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Try it.
Is there anyone that's obviously you got a great training group around you, and we didn't ask about your coach actually, but we can get into that if you have a coach, or it might be yourself. I'm not sure. Is there anyone that's a particularly big inspiration or role model to you? If you can choose one or two.
Like I don't think I've ever had like one kind of role model, but I like look to people to kind of put together like a better version of me. And like I look at someone, like I said, I look to Shah with like her rowing, and I'm like, oh, I want to, like I just like being better than people all the time. Like it's like, oh, like I want to be on par or better than her with that, and like that motivates me. And then I look at someone like Ricky, and he just makes like the choices. Every single choice that he makes is getting him to be the best athlete he can be. Like he doesn't eat sugar. He eats whole foods. He doesn't have caffeine. He like everything he does is prioritizing being a pinnacle athlete.
So he's just very
pinnacle
much a
athlete.
mindset or routine inspiration.
Pardon?
What Ricky does.
Yeah, and it's just like he doesn't give into vices or temptations, and he's just like, meh, like nah, it's all good. Like I'm doing me. So that's probably like he's probably a role model for me in that sense. And even like his brother Benny, like he's very similar, and he's juggling being a dad and a business owner and an athlete and all of that in one. And you know he loves a cheeky beer too, but he's he never goes out and gets absolutely blind drunk.
Yeah.
Like he appreciates being able to.
But Ricky's in that stage of life, like you are now, I guess. But it's like it's go time now, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's looking up to people like Ricky and
Because Benny's retired from competitive sport, isn't
is
he?
He says he is, but he's not.
he?
He's not. He's
He's
not.
dabbling a bit, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
He just loves the competitive
He
side
seems
of
to,
things
hey.
too.
He could probably be a Masters Games athlete again, right?
Yeah, well, he won the Masters division at Down Under last year.
Mm.
Yeah.
And he qualified for the games this year in the Masters division. but he didn't go. He went to support Ricky instead because they were at different times this year.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's I guess more of, like you said, like that mindset and the routine that I look up to, because it's like, it's seeing that it's okay to do that, and it's like I can do that too. Like if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And it's just slow, like making changes to make choices similar to him as well.
It is huge, hey, because if I looked around my life, like everyone that I know, there's probably not anyone that's doing like to that level, like saying no to everything that doesn't directly affect them positively. So it is a very unique position to be in, I think. Is there like something that's been the hardest for you to not do, but has had the most impact reward wise?
What do you mean?
Like if giving up one certain activity or bad habit or whatever, that's been like one of the hardest things to do, but it's also given the biggest positive benefit by doing that.
By giving it up?
Yeah.
Well, drinking. Like I said, I was going to go 12 months sober this year, and I had a drink on the 2nd of January. You know, like, but like last year I did 19 weeks without drinking, and I felt good. My sleep was great. My mental, like had a really good mental headspace, and I said my HRV was down. Did I say that?
No.
HRV was down. Like my training was going really good. I felt really good. Like I was happy with the way I looked. Like looking, relating back to the body image, and I was like, damn, like you actually feel really good.
Yeah.
And you don't realize how shit you feel.
Yeah, you don't have the downside of it, right, as well.
Yeah, and you don't realize how good you actually feel until like I went out and then drank, and then I think I drank for like 4 weekends in a row, and then I was like, wow, like I feel terrible.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to get back to that.
It affects your motivation from the next day. Well, during that period of time, like as soon as you start drinking, nothing productive really happens, right?
Yeah.
And then the next day, like I had 9 beers the other Friday, and Saturday, I felt like mentally, I was like physically, I was all right. I was up and moving, but in my head, I was a fucking nightmare all day. Like I wasn't enjoying any time with a family. I was just kind of waiting for the day to be done.
Yeah, and
then the next day, wake up, went for a run, felt great, got work done, and had an awesome day.
I think the more like the longer we go with the good routine, the worse we feel. Like when we do have 8 or 9 beers.
Yeah.
So drinking. Like I'd love to.
And then this Saturday, I had 5 beers, and Sunday work out, I was great. So
yeah,
don't buy any more than
that's
6
the complex.
Have a limit. Yeah.
Lucky you're not going to Bali or anything soon.
Yeah.
So what is your training? We won't keep you too much longer. What's your training and coaching look like for yourself? We touched on how many hours you're training, but do you have a coach?
Yeah, I do have a coach. So I've just signed with Brute Strength.
Nice.
And my coach, his name's Jaden. He's up in Gold Coast, up in Queensland.
Is that the Brute from the US?
Yeah.
So did they just have is Hopper with them?
Yeah.
So he obviously a pretty good accolade. They just won the games.
Yeah, and then so James Sprague, who won the games last year, he's with Brute as well.
Yeah.
So I've got quite a few like good athletes. And I had a chat with them, and kind of excited to where this is going.
Yeah.
Like I've never had a fully individualized program, which is what this is, and it's prioritizing my weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like at Torian this year, it's probably like a perfect example in terms of my placings in the workouts. Like I hadn't done CrossFit for 6 months, so it amplified my strengths, my weaknesses. I had 3 top 10 finishes and then 3 bottom 10 finishes. So looking at that, like these 3 bottom 10 finishes are something we really got to work on. So, which is what we're going to do, which is really exciting.
And your coach is on the Gold Coast, you said?
Yep.
Nice.
We're only kind of like building our like relationship at the moment. We don't know heaps about each other, but I'm excited to kind of build on that, and which is cool.
It's exciting.
So what's next then? Tell us what's next, and then what's after next.
Well, Benny G and I just registered for Twilight next year.
Oh,
so
nice.
that's 31st of January. So that'll probably be my debut comp back, unless I do one beforehand, but that'll be fun. Like a pairs comp with someone that like I enjoy training
Yeah.
with and being around, and a local comp, and so it'd be good vibes and build my confidence back up. And then the Open I'd probably like to do another comp before Torian, and then Torian season starts.
Nice.
Yeah, and then just kind of go with the flow. Probably do a couple of. I want to like I've got to like prioritize being an athlete, and I'll aim to kind of step back with work, with a few hours so that I'm not, because at the moment I'm working most mornings and afternoons. So I'll probably try and step back to prioritize my training.
Not at Southend, obviously. Not Southend.
Definitely not. Definitely
Don't
not.
want to. Don't make me have that conversation.
Impossible.
This is my subtle way of
Yeah.
No.
We're just locking in the-
just gonna get rid of my Thursday mornings.
No, I work there on my rest days, so that it's all good.
Oh yeah, there we
Just
go.
locking in the next 12 months roster now.
Yeah.
It's all right. So
Um,
heading to Torian, I don't know if it is everyone that goes there's goal, but is the goal to win it?
yeah,
So-
yeah,
Yeah, that's always
Yeah.
the intention.
yeah, always. Yeah. I mean, if I'm not number one on the podium, then not good enough,
Nice,
you know.
exciting.
We ain't got time to unpack that, but
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah. But yeah, which is exciting. So,
Yeah.
but I'm excited to go in. Like, I think, like I said, I was a little bit burnt out mentally with the sport, whereas Torian this year, my fitness wasn't quite there, but I was in a really good mental space. So I'm excited to kind of put both together
Nice.
from now on, which is cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll be right behind you, all the Southenders, so we'll be watching.
Yeah, I got a mad community around me, which is really
Yeah.
cool, and just got to spend more time with the people that make me feel like I'm capable.
There's a group who go up every year to watch Jules, isn't there?
Yeah, it's like it's like
That's their big weekend.
they're not
isn't
sober the whole time.
From
They-
Shell Harbour.
it? Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
they're crazy for it. It's the best.
Ah, that's
It's
nice.
the best. Yeah, like I couldn't imagine doing a touring without them there.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah,
A rowdiest bunch, weren't they?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where they
loud
pick
as.
cowgirl hats
Yeah.
and they yelling,
Ah,
screaming.
yeah, of
It's so
course.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
love to go one year, maybe this year.
You should.
Any of those hats left in stock? Cowboy hat.
Yeah, just go to
Sure,
your local
find
dollar
one.
store. You know, $2.
See if it's
You
in
ain't
the
got your
budget.
own hat yet? Get your own Julia Hannaford
Working
hat?
on it.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
working on
Nice.
it. Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that was good, mate.
Thanks very much for coming, Jules. Thanks for all your hard work coaching and supporting our members as well. And look forward to
Always.
watching you with the comeback.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. Thanks, team.
Sweet.